Forecast, scattered showers today, high 70. 90% chance for showers tonight, low 58. Partly cloudy, windy tomorrow, high 70. Cloudy skies 42 on Friday. For Saturday, sunshine, high 48. And for Sunday, partly cloudy with a high of 50. Overnight low was 47. Yesterday's high was 52. Currently, humidity is at 64%. Winds from the east-northeast at 5 miles an hour. And the pressure at 29.98. Right now, overcast skies and 48 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. It's time now for Morning Coffee. Morning Coffee is brought to you this morning by TTT Designs in Fairfield. They can bring your design to life. Stop in and let TTT Designs complete your vision. Custom printing available on shirt size newborn through 5XL. Visit them Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1411 West Main in Fairfield.
Hey-o, it's KO Wednesday.
Hey, that was very poetic.
Well,
Sounded like Muhammad Ali.
Ken Ody's here.
Sting like
I float like a butterfly.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a
He
bee.
does.
If I had
He
a dollar
does.
for every time someone said that to me, I'd have $1.
And now it's hey-o, it's KO.
Hey-o, it's KO. Windy day today. It's always windy here for the next hour.
A lot of hot air.
Well, yeah.
Oh, there's so much we could talk about starting off.
Oh,
But I
busy,
think-
busy.
But I think I'm going to start it this way. I'm Mike Dreeth, and talk isn't always cheap. Mark, do you have something to say?
Big intro.
Oh, that is a big one. Can I get on my soapbox now?
Please, climb up there.
All right, please. I'm going to yell this for, if
Testify,
you're a business
brother.
owner in downtown Fairfield, park behind your building or off the main drag so your customers can get in the shop or your store.
And that's his view, and talk isn't always cheap.
Testify, brother.
Yeah,
Sell it.
that's right.
Sell it. So obviously
Please.
this has become a problem for you.
Well, it's a problem all downtown. On every block in downtown. I mean, yeah, in some areas I can understand, but park on the side streets. If you're a business owner, your employees park on the side streets. Let
just
your
makes sense, right?
customers park in front of you.
Parking is somewhat of an issue down there anyway, and when
Yeah.
you take up a valuable parking spot with your own vehicle,
You're not just
Did-
hurting
it
your
costs you-
business, you're hurting other
Exactly.
people's
Help me here,
businesses.
Ken. Didn't this become a big issue for Mary John at one point?
It
I'm
did.
sure it did,
It
yes,
did, as a matter
absolutely.
of fact.
Mary John Lear,
Yeah.
farmer's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I seem to remember even during my my stint, my last stint here,
The
that was a
previous
big deal.
stint.
That was
simple solution for you. Parking meters. Bring them back.
Oh, did they have them at one time?
Oh, yes.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Absolutely.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, I worked downtown when I was in school, and the first thing the owner of the store said, you park anywhere but close to the store, not
Exactly.
out front, not
Yeah, I
out
agree.
the side.
I agree. Thank
And
you.
that's the way it ought to be. If you
It
own a
certainly
business
is.
downtown,
Good courtesy
there are
move.
parking lots.
You betcha.
Absolutely. Thank
All right.
you. I
Thanks for
appreciate
calling that
it.
in.
And thank you for listening.
And for some of the businesses down there, it's not employees that are parking out front. It's the business owners.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
Cease and desist. Don't make us get ugly.
All right. Okay. All right. You feel better now?
Don't make me swell up and get all swollen on you or something.
We will apply cold compressions to your body so that you will unswell.
Okay.
You're good.
I'm climbing down. I've fallen
Okay.
off the soapbox.
I'm glad
okay
I
now.
could,
so.
I'm glad I could.
Hey, before we
provide
start,
you.
I want to give a shout out this morning to some former neighbors of mine, Cindy and Donnie Morrill. They retired and moved to Arizona, and I think I'm not sure, but I think they rent a building out there on Wednesday mornings and listen to our show.
Really?
They have an entourage that
Do they watch or they listen?
both. I think they have hundreds.
No, yeah.
And it may have swollen to thousands by this time.
Wow.
So we're nationwide.
Yeah.
But hello, former neighbors, good people.
Yep. By the way,
Good
Ken
morning
Odie's
to
with us.
Morning Coffee Nation.
Morning Coffee Nation.
Yes.
I like that. We need
Yeah.
T-shirts that say Morning Coffee Nation.
I coffee mugs. Come on.
Come,
right.
Well, yeah, come on.
We're getting a theme song.
Oh, I keep waiting
We
for
haven't
it.
got a theme song
Nobody
yet.
has suggested anything. Chris Connard stepped up. He's, I play the guitar. I can do
Well, the
that.
market's been up, so I know he hasn't been busy.
Get your guitar, Connard. Step up to the plate. Get on top of the world here. We'll always have to throw it out. Morning theme song brought to you by Chris Connard.
That's right.
He hasn't done it.
That's right.
Okay, in my hands, I'm holding.
It's
Go
the
ahead.
Chris Connard Morning Coffee theme song.
It would be if he would
Yeah.
do it. Holding in my pork burger stained hand, the bucket o' bunk. Are we ready?
Bring it on.
Today's birthdays: L. Ron Hubbard. His first name was Lafayette. That's why he was L. Ron.
The
Scientology.
founder of
Scientology died at some say he didn't die at the age of 74. There are some inside the church that said he just left his earthly body.
Okay.
Which is what we all do, I guess.
Kind of like a cicada.
Well,
All right.
He left a shell.
Shell.
He was an author.
He was a shell of his former self.
He was the founder of the Church of Scientology.
Dianetics, is that what? I
Yeah.
believe
Right.
that's what that
Well, he
was.
did that, and then he changed it to the Church of Scientology. Dianetics became a problem for him from a copyright standpoint. He was briefly in the Navy. That's the reason why he calls his elite group the Sea Org. Did. He commanded 2 ships, but he was relieved of duty in both of those cases with the Navy.
Well, okay, if you relieve somebody of duty on a ship, of being a captain on a ship,
Yep.
why would you give him another one?
I don't know. I don't have the
Enlistment
details
was
on
down or something, or what?
I don't know.
Not
it's
a lot
the
of
military.
qualified
It's a
candidates?
military mark. It's the same as the government.
Oh yeah, that's right. They do pay $10,000 for a hammer, right?
I hate to say this quote, but there was a colleague of his said that, quote, he was mentally unstable and a chronic liar. That's not me. I'm just
Okay.
saying that's what they said.
That's the word you're getting
Yeah.
off the street. Huh?
3 wives, 7 children.
He's described half the U.S. government, the Senate, and the House of Representatives.
What? 3 wives, 7 children.
Yeah. No, chronic liar.
Chronic liar.
This is
Mentally
interesting.
unstable.
Very interesting. This is the birthday of William H. Macy. He's 69 today. Now, the reason why this is so interesting is he was in the news yesterday. Do you know why?
Yes.
His wife.
His wife.
His wife. He's married to Felicity Huffman. They've been married since 1997. Macy's got 2 Emmys, a nomination for the Academy Awards for the I don't know if it's series Fargo
Oh, that
or a
was
movie Fargo.
The movie Fargo.
2 daughters. That's the point of the problem, but with what's going
Wild
on
Hogs.
with
He was in Wild
them. Wild
Hogs.
Hogs. He's a well-known wood turner.
Lathe operator.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, a really great movie. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of a sleeper. Door to Door. If you've ever seen it, he was a door to door
door-to-door
salesman.
salesman. Yeah.
It was awesome. True story.
He's become a big motorcycle guy ever since Wild Hogs. Anyway, I will tell you more about William H. Macy in a second. Well, let's just take a second and do it right now. Here's what's going on. The FBI did an investigation, and they found there were several elite types, including Felicity Huffman, his wife, who was on Desperate Housewives, if I'm not mistaken, who were... The people would sit down with them. They had daughters going into college, into a university, and this group of people would go to them and say, listen, there's 3 ways to get them into the university that you want them to go in. The front door, which you have to depend on SAT tests, etc. There's the back door where you give $1 million to help build a building and put your name on it, but that's not a sure thing that they're going to get into the university at that point. We provide you the side door. The side door is we take care of the SAT, we grease it, we have somebody that before it's submitted, when your daughter submits it, they correct the wrong answers. Okay? So Huffman and Macy's daughter took the SAT and then took it again, and guess what? It was 400 points higher.
She must have got a lot of sleep the night before.
Well,
So
Had a good breakfast.
They got murdered. They were indicted. She was brought up yesterday. She had to come up with $250,000 to get out. They raided their house with guns.
Guns drawn. And
Wow, that would seem like a little bit
Lori
over the top.
Laughlin was another one. That was caught
That's
up
from
in.
what's the name?
Full
of it?
House?
Full House. Yes. So, isn't it ironic that this is William H. Macy's birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Yeah. You know, and what I don't understand about it is you have that much money. Who cares if they go to college? They can live off they can live off a trust fund.
Yes. I don't understand it. And you know, you wouldn't have to do that if they were just go to a fine institution like Frontier Community
I
College.
think also if they had an athlete that was borderline talent
That's
or
the-
not,
that's the
they
other thing
enhanced
they
that.
did.
I think that's been going on at Illinois an awful lot recently. Their sports program.
That's another thing. A couple wanted their child to go to Stanford. The guy said to him, the fixer said, "Don't have the grades, no way." Now, I can get him into USC. They said, "Okay, how?" Here's what we're going to do. I know a subcommittee. We're going to Photoshop him, and we're going to make up something that says he was a great place kicker in high school. And then we're going to get him to walk on. They'll accept him as a walk-on as a place kicker. He's never kicked a football before. That was the second route that they got people into colleges. Do you believe it?
Yeah, I believe it.
It's unbelievable to me.
I think maybe they just may have scratched the surface of this thing too.
Well, they got 50 in this one. Neil Sedaka, born this date. He is 80 today. All right, let's give me the songs.
Really, the one that comes to mind for me is "Laughter in the Rain."
Laughter in the Rain is one of them. Yes. That's one of
probably
the
the
big
most
ones.
recognizable, I think, of Neil Sedaka's songs.
Okay.
I'll tell you
Ken,
what.
got any?
If O'Neill was up in the office right now singing, I wouldn't go here. I do
don't
not
like Neil
I do not
Sedaka?
like Neil Sedaka.
Wow.
No, I'm not personal. I don't like his
No,
music.
No. Okay. Well, let me go through. Since you don't like him, you probably don't remember a lot of his songs. Bad Blood, Breaking Up Is Hard to Do, Calendar Girl, One Way Ticket to the Blues, and Oh Carol. Oh Carol. I've said that many times. He was born, or his career began in 1957. He's been married since 62. He's got 2 kids, and there's no dirt anywhere on him.
Good for him.
I can't find an ounce of dirt on him. So there.
Kids got into college the right way.
Must have.
Yeah.
Well, they're older now. You know, they've probably been through college and have kids going to college. He might be out there working to get his grandkids in somewhere.
Yeah, could be.
On this date, 1781, Sir William Herschel discovered the planet Uranus.
And it's been the butt of jokes ever since.
Sir Herschel found Uranus today. 1865.
I'm not gonna. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm gonna leave that one in the holster.
or your back pocket.
I just can't do it.
1865, Jefferson Davis signed a bill authorizing slaves to be used as soldiers in the Confederacy. I don't imagine they were really good fighters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't imagine
Why would you
they
give
were
a
too
slave
motivated.
a gun?
Well, I mean, hey, go out there and die
Yeah.
because we want you to continue to be a slave. I think I would probably not be the most
No.
ferocious warrior if that
Yeah.
was the case.
I'd like to have that assignment here. You go recruit these slaves to fight for
For us. 1930, it was announced that the planet Pluto, this was a big day in planet history,
Yeah.
Astronomy.
discovered. It was discovered posthumously. Scientist
By
Clyde.
a guy flying the XI.
Oh, I'll never forget that. You know what?
We won't let you.
I went to that large store out on the west side yesterday.
Yeah.
I had 3 people on the way through say, "You can't hit a pink elephant?" Yeah. Thank you, Galen Dunn. So Pluto was discovered. 41, Hitler issued an edict calling for the invasion of Russia, the USSR. That was a mistake.
Operation Barbarossa.
Is that what it was?
That's right.
Good for you. Big mistake. 51, the comic strip Dennis the Menace appeared for the first time in newspapers across the country.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes. 57, Jimmy Hoffa arrested by the FBI on bribery charges. Oh, man. Big day for the FBI in their
Yeah.
history.
Where's Jimmy?
1972, the Merv Griffin. He's somewhere underneath a football field in New Jersey. If I'm
I
not
think he may
mistaken.
be in the bottom of my wife's purse. Good heavens.
Oh,
Get my phone out of there, will you?
yeah.
I can hear a faint echo of a phone.
72, the Merv Griffin Show debuted. I didn't like Merv much.
I don't even bother looking for my wife's phone or keys in the purse anymore. Will you get my phone or keys out of the purse?
No.
It's right there.
No.
Here's your
Yeah.
purse.
Well, they're right there inside the pocket.
Mine's
It's like a cavern.
like a bushel basket. 2002,
It's like the rabbit hole.
this date, Fox aired Celebrity Boxing. Tanya Harding beat Paula Jones to a pulp.
Paula Jones was of Bill Clinton fame.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Tanya, of course, the skater, who apparently is a pretty mean right hook.
Yeah.
Kneecapper.
Danny Bonaducci beat Barry Williams.
Partridge Family and the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Todd Bridges defeated Vanilla Ice. Is that a card or what?
That
was
I
good
remember
programming.
watching that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, we
prep.
could
It's
promote
called
something
show
like
prep.
Why don't we promote something like that here with Megyn Kelly and Tom Brokaw?
Well, first we have to sign Megan, and I have to say,
That
ever
might be a way
since-
to get her here.
I think talks have now stalled. She wanted us, in order to come here, she wanted us to put up to $60 to the hypnotist at the landing last week, and apparently she put on a few extra pounds.
Yeah.
And we said no. So I'm sorry. I'm waiting for a counteroffer. So, and you know what, Megan? Get on the treadmill. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Poor Megan.
Yeah, well. In 2012, after 244 years of publication, this discontinued its print edition.
The
After
New Yorker? No.
244 years?
Yep.
Saturday Evening Post.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
Oh.
No more door-to-door salesman. In music history, 1961, Rick Nelson recorded "Travelin' Man." What a great song! What a
That
great
is a good
artist!
one. Yeah.
1960.
And a pretty good actor.
Yes, he
He
was.
was in some westerns with
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
John Wayne
Yes, he was.
and Robert Mitchum, I believe.
Was it Robert Mitchum? But he was in some westerns. He
Who
was
in
so
it?
popular.
Was it El Dorado? No, wasn't El Dorado. It was along the same lines.
You know, when they started that show, Ozzy and Harriet, they didn't realize that Rick was going to become the breakout star.
No.
They really didn't. He eclipsed the entire family. 65, Eric Clapton left the Yardbirds. 1976, the Jackson 5 went to another label, and they changed their name to just the Jacksons. 87, Brian Williams' Heat of the Night became the first commercially released cassette single in the United States. There you go. That's the Bucket O Bunk. And you've started something. You are such a purveyor, a provocateur, Ken Odie. And let's keep this elevated.
All right.
Remember, this is breakfast time.
Right.
Okay.
Now, before we get to this,
You want to take a break first?
yeah, let's take the
All
break.
right. Well, stay tuned because this is pretty good stuff.
Get a
Coming
glass
back.
of water.
Do that. Back in a moment.
I think you're going to need something.
Brighton's Love Scribble Jewelry Pouch is free with a $75 purchase. This drawstring quilted pouch tucks away 24 pieces of jewelry. Use it for travel or for every day. It's absolutely adorable. Preview Carnaby's new spring collection. New on the floor this week, Blue Bayou, Tribal, and Charlie B. Check out Brighton's Love Me Fashionista footwear. This chic pair of kicks elevates your sneaker wardrobe. Service and selection is a Carnaby Square tradition.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when Eugene McCarthy almost beat President Johnson in the New Hampshire primary? Robert Kennedy got into the race.
I do not lightly dismiss the dangers of challenging an incumbent president. But these are not ordinary times, and this is not an ordinary election.
LBJ went on TV to announce a bombing halt in Vietnam and then told us,
I shall not seek and I will not accept the nomination of my party for another term as your president.
UCLA won another college basketball crown. And here's what the new music sounded like.
We've come to the end of our road. Through the music.
Those songs were big winners when they hit the air, but when did they? The answer and a touch of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
March is the time to save some green, and that's exactly what you can do when you shop at Ubinger's Furniture Company. And now, for a limited time, Ubinger's is offering up to 2 years free financing. Minimum purchase, payment, and approval required. See store for details. This way you can get your home all spruced up and comfy for spring. But hurry out before this deal is gone. Only at Ubinger's Furniture Company, where the deal's worth a drive. Highway 50 East, Flora.
March 1968. Young girl, get out of my mind.
Gary Puckett and the Union Gap with Young Girl, the top song of March 1968. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Has winter been hard on your vehicle? Take it to Act Tire and Automotive in Flora for new tires or service. And with Big Deals gift certificates, you can save money. Check out Act Tire and Automotive in the Big Deal store on WFIWradio.com.
Life keeps you busy. We make it a little easier. This is Jessica Sanders from the Fairfield Banking Company. Let us help simplify your day by enrolling you in internet banking with bill pay and mobile deposit. You can transfer funds, pay a bill, or deposit a check at your convenience without coming to the bank. It's as easy as point, click, and submit. Banking made easy at the Fairfield Banking Company. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Ladies of all ages, mark your calendars for Saturday, April 6th. The Fairfield retail merchants want to pamper you with special deals available for one day only. This is a special shopping day for everyone. However, by calling Serendipity or Uniquely Rustique to RSVP, you will be entitled to a special packet of savings tailor-made just for you. RSVP by March 22nd to receive your coupons. Get your girlfriends together and come to Fairfield for a day of fun and shopping as the retail merchants do their best to help you relax and enjoy the day.
Did you know unused or unwanted medicines should never be flushed down the toilet or poured into the sink? According to the Illinois EPA, such improper disposal creates the potential for harmful chemicals to end up in our lakes, rivers, streams, and even our groundwater. Now, thanks to the Prescription Pill Drug Disposal Program, there's a safe way to remove unwanted prescription drugs from our homes, and more importantly, keep them off our streets and potentially in the hands of a child. When used as directed, over-the-counter and prescription medications are generally safe for humans and the environment. But once they become unused or unwanted, proper disposal is a must, helping prevent accidental poisoning, substance abuse, and even contamination of water resources. Visit ilsheriff.org. That's ilsheriff.org to find a disposal box near you. Sponsored by the Illinois Sheriff's Association, with funding provided by the RX Abuse Leadership Initiative. Aired in cooperation with the Illinois Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is the show about nothing. Morning Coffee, streaming on YouTube and live on the station. Listen to, not just heard, WFIW.
Morning Coffee brought to you by TTT Designs at 1411 West Main in Fairfield. They're ready to complete your idea. You can give them a call at 516-7206 or just stop by and see them at 1411 West Main in Fairfield.
New mystery voice tomorrow. I wish I knew someone who knew how to get me inside the Wayne County Jail so I could get a new mystery voice.
I know a way you get in the Wayne County Jail.
Oh, you know somebody?
No. I just know a way you get in.
Hello, I'm the Fairfield mystery voice. Bond is $5,000.
Yep.
Guess who I am and win a nice prize.
A few nefarious activities will get you in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm the Fairfield mystery voice. You saw me earlier today on the mug shot on the WFIW radio page. Guess who I am and win a prize.
Put a voice to a face.
It's a new promotion. I love it. You've stumbled onto something. That's another show. That's another whole show.
Every once in a while, I stumble onto something.
We'll go down and interview the people whose mugshots are on it.
And we could do Warrant Wednesday.
Oh, I love it.
Warrant Wednesday. I love it.
It works.
Yeah. KO Wednesday, Warrant Wednesday, and What's Your Beef Wednesday.
There you go.
See, all right. You could always ask the questions, you know.
I have to ask, so please, I don't watch TV. Haven't since July.
Then apparently you need to start.
Yeah.
You posted yesterday, and I'm saying this because I'm totally ignorant of it. Move over, Dr. Pimple Popper. My new fave is the Toe Bro. I have I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. None.
Well, first of all, Dr. Pimple Popper is a doctor. I guess she's out in California.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, she's kind of cute.
Oh,
okay,
very pretty.
Yeah, very
really?
pretty. And
I noticed
she
that.
removes things, removes growths from people's bodies.
Like giant blackheads and things like that.
Yeah.
I got to go to a doctor for that?
Oh, well, no,
so.
these things are like a, well.
You don't want to go there because
they're huge.
She's got a new...
like a goiter?
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a golf ball living underneath your skin.
She's got a new liner. It
Yeah.
says, "Stay tuned. Dr. Pimple Popper will return." And the under says, "This is Zit."
This is it. But I mean, like
So
people have this.
They do a whole show on this?
Oh, it's an hour-long show.
My God, this makes Morning Coffee look like
But
something
it
to be
kind
on
of delves
NPR.
into the people, like, if I had this big thing on my face, it shows them before and having to cover it up, and then she does this, and then it shows them afterwards. So, I mean, she impacts lives. I mean, because some of these people, they won't go out in public.
Yeah. I saw one a few weeks ago where a guy had a big old growth right on the front of his
Mm-hmm.
forehead.
Yeah.
And she removed it.
Huh. And that's an hour?
Yeah, it's an hour long. Well, she does more than one per episode.
Well, good. Good. I would not be entertained by only one. I'd like to see another,
Well, they usually have 2 or 3, and then they played the show that was on last week.
Oh, I mean, they give you a chance to look back.
Yeah.
Mike, is that a blackhead there?
No, it is not. And if it is, I'll take care of it.
Yeah. Now, see, last night, those people that had those big things in their ears.
Gauges.
Yeah, I guess, gauges. There was a lady that she had those and wanted them put back normal ears.
Huh?
And she wanted to look normal again instead of with the big holes in her ears.
Okay.
So the Dr. Pimple Popper took it off. Took off part of her
What's
ear.
her name?
Sandra Lee.
And she is...
Not Sarah Lee.
Sandra Lee.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, she
enough.
did this last night, and
yeah.
then she takes the portion of that she cut off, and
Yeah.
she puts it on her finger. She goes, "Oh, look, it's a ring."
Oh, my gosh. How gross.
The thing everybody says, "Oh, it's gross, it's gross."
But you can't stop watching
But
it.
now we've got the toe bro.
Okay, what is that?
This guy, well, like if you got a big ingrown toenail, I'm not talking about your normal one. I'm talking about big uns.
Oh.
And he cuts down the side of the toe with these. He deadens it, of course, with a shot.
Yeah.
And cuts down the toenail and then grabs it and snaps it.
Oh, please.
Right off. Sounds like a bowl of Rice Krispies.
And hadn't seen him use the Sawzall yet, but I'm guessing it's coming before long.
But these people, I mean,
That's another hour of
Yeah.
programming?
Oh, yeah.
Who televises
I'm telling
this
you,
stuff?
A&E or
you
somebody.
can't stop watching it. I'm telling
I know.
you.
Oh,
My
I think
wife,
I could.
My wife was
no.
watching
No,
it. She
no,
goes,
you
"Oh, this
can't.
is gross." She goes, I've dealt with people's mouths and teeth and all that." And blah, blah, blah. She goes, "I just can't stand. I can't stand watching it." She's got one eye looking at it. She can't stop.
I
It's
can't
amazing.
believe it. I'm stunned.
Well,
I really am.
YouTube it.
I will. But it won't be on
You'll be
long.
late. You'll be late for work in the morning.
Yeah.
It won't. I won't
Watching
be on
this.
long.
The toe
bro.
Yeah.
But this lady was last night was a dancer, and couldn't dance because she had this massive
I saw
ingrown
the
toenail.
previews on that. Yeah.
Fixed it. Boom. Dancing in 2 weeks.
You think I could become a dancer?
Do you have an ingrown toenail?
No.
Well,
There's no help for you.
I'd say the odds are stacked against you.
I'm
the
just.
toe bro says no go.
That's right.
That's incredible. I just can't believe what passes as
What's
television.
next?
Yeah, what passes as television?
What could be next?
The colonoscopy channel.
I'm sure they'd call it something with Uranus in it.
Well, I've got another one. Well, I can't.
All right.
I want to be able. I want to get invited back. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna,
Well, I don't want to have calls about this or emails or
Toe bro. Don't miss
letters
it.
to the editor.
I think it's on Tuesday nights. It's all it's on.
All right.
But YouTube it. It's
okay.
not for the faint of heart.
All right. Well, I'm glad. I feel well
Even if you're-
educated now.
Even if you are faint of heart, you may see it and faint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'd
and
come
you'll
back.
Wake,
You'll
you'll
come
wake back up, and it'll still be on, and you'll watch it again.
If you
It's
TiVo
hard
it,
to
you can
believe.
back it up.
I'd like to think I wouldn't, but we'll see. I'll try it. I'll see what happens. Jay Leno's speaking again. Were you a Leno fan, either one of you?
Liked him better than what was on now.
You?
Yeah.
He said on Tuesday that he doesn't miss hosting the late night show, and he lamented that everyone has to know your politics now during an interview with NBC's Al Roker. Quote, "Do you miss being on the show, or is it such a different time that it would be hard to do?" According to Roker, he asked him, and he said, "No, it's different. I don't miss it. You know, everything now is, if people don't like your politics, everyone has to know your politics," Leno said.
No, wait a minute. Back that up a little bit. Who did that interview?
Al Roker.
Wasn't he the weather guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's a weather guy interviewing Jay Leno for?
I understand that he has a large blackhead on his face, and
Yeah.
Is there high winds on Leno's massive estate somewhere? Or,
he said he'd used the Johnny model. People couldn't figure it out what his politics were. You know, the people, he would get letters from Republicans, he'd get letters from Democrats, both of them alleging that he was kind to the other. That's how he gauged that he was in the middle. But, actually what happened is that Stephen Colbert, who was really, really struggling late night, and then the presidential election occurred, and the people who do not share the politics of the current office holder flocked to Stephen Colbert, and when his ratings went up, the others, the two Jimmies, followed suit. So now you have three people that are doing political humor. I don't even call it humor, quite honestly. It's political commentary.
Yeah, no matter what your politics are, because this is easily be in the Democratic position getting the same treatment, although it probably wouldn't happen. But
what's the one on TBS? Samantha Bee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's not funny at
it's
all.
It's not even political commentary.
No.
It's just political
vulgar.
knife throwing.
Yeah, it's vulgar.
And it's vulgar.
Leno said, he was during a time where you could make jokes about Clinton's infidelity. Yeah. You could make jokes about Bush's intelligence. There were things that you could do that were fair game that didn't. You could do it. There's a Democrat. There's a Republican. You could do it on both sides of that, and get away with it without being seen as too overly political.
And I don't know about anyone else's TV, but mine has an on-off switch on it.
I mean,
that's right.
If I don't want to watch it, I don't watch it. I don't get on Facebook and lament, oh, well, this. I can disagree with your politics.
Yes.
And I have friends who disagree with my politics.
Right.
But we're still friends. It's amazing.
We've lost that ability.
We have.
We have lost that ability. You are either pro or con against what's going on, and there's no middle ground anymore. It's
I
completely
can find a whole
gone.
lot to talk about besides politics.
And God forbid you disagree with somebody politically, because if you were friends with them,
then you aren't going to be anymore.
You aren't going to be friends anymore.
Especially if you vent it out there on Facebook.
All
these shares. Let's share this cartoon of this.
Yeah.
It just gets old.
All right. Well, then I have to say to you, you also had a post this week. I read every word that you write, Odie. I stalk you on Facebook. You had another one about babysitting.
Yeah.
What did you learn from that?
The Illinois, and for those who don't know, the Illinois legislature is considering a law that would lower the age of being able to legally babysit and stay home unsupervised from 12. I'm sorry, they're going to raise it from 12 to 14. Never mind, they're going to lower it from 14 to 12. There we go. I got it straight.
I didn't know 14 was the law.
I
did you?
I did not know either.
Now, again,
who's
I'm from
going
the
to police
government.
that?
I'm from the government. I'm here to help.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. 12 years old, you don't need to be at home alone babysitting. I mean,
there were people
being
that
in charge of someone who's 6 months old. Now, I could see, leaving a 12-year-old at home alone if you're going to run to the store and then come right back or something like that.
Here's the thing.
Not
Here's what I
babysit.
learned from some of the posts that you got. So you tell me if I'm right. Many people said that's not the government's job, one. And the second was, how could you put a number on the age of the maturity of the people that you leave to babysit? Am I correct?
I don't want some Illinois legislator from the north side of Chicago telling me how to raise my kids or who can watch them or anything else. It's none of their business. We've got people exiting this state by the thousands. Get your priorities straight. Leave the family unit alone. Obviously, it's a problem somewhere, but I don't believe it's a big
By the
thing
way,
around here.
yesterday they passed, and it'll go to the governor, and they will raise the age that you can buy cigarettes to 21.
Yeah.
That will happen in the next week.
Again, who's going to police that?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I guess the only thing is the only way they can police it is if they discover that a local store sells somebody under 21 cigarettes.
They'll do a sting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I've seen them. I've seen it done with alcohol.
And some poor little girl in there making minimum wage, $15 an hour.
They will haul her off to
Yep.
jail.
Give her a ticket.
I did that the other day too.
But
I went and,
there's also, they have all those. They have these tablets. Have these charts that say, okay, give me your birth date,
Mhm.
and it will say, okay, he's 21 or he's 18 or she.
they do that so that they don't have to add and subtract themselves.
Right. Right.
So
Hence the reason why we have cash registers, that when you punch in how much you pay, how much you owe, and how much you give them, it will tell you how much to give them back.
I have to say, I'm really not a civil libertarian. I might be close. And I'm torn on that one. I don't want kids to smoke.
No.
And I don't want them to vape. I do have a problem when the government sets that standard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's the same old the same old argument. Hey, you can join the military at 18 and fight for your country, but
vote.
You can't smoke or drink.
I mean, what's next? You have to weigh before you go into McDonald's? You're too darn fat. You can't come in. Get out of here.
Speaking of that, on Saturday, Mark will be out there.
Yeah,
it's a good lead-in, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was what a nice segue into that one there.
You're going to have
Ken,
to
we
wait.
appreciate that.
I think I might drop by.
Oh yeah,
It's
it
going to be a
ought
big
to be
crowd.
fun. Ought to be fun.
This was a tradition for years that was lost at this radio station, Ken, that you would have a Saturday morning at McDonald's with the radio station.
Absolutely.
Talking to the team whether or not they won 14 games or they won 32, and so we're bringing it back.
You betcha.
This Saturday.
You bet.
9 o'clock.
It's a good thing.
Absolutely. There were a lot of firsts that the team had this year. And we're going to talk about all those with Coach.
I just
Scott
want to say,
McElravy on
it's
Saturday.
not that it matters. Radio station's not making a penny off this. McDonald's is providing the breakfast for the basketball team. And everybody else that comes there, and we hope there's a nice crowd to show the support for that team.
You betcha.
Then McDonald's makes up that money.
Yep.
So good for them. And
These kids, the front of their uniform didn't have their name on it. It had Fairfield on it. They represented us. And after you see what happened in Chicago last weekend with a double forfeit, makes you appreciate our kids even more.
Okay, I got to ask this.
I tell you what, you never heard one complaint about any of the Fairfield kids.
Class.
Now, the one time that one of Fairfield's players got a technical in one game, myself, Jeff Vaughn, Coach Scott McElravy, everyone else that I talked to said, "What did he do? We can't figure out what he did."
I got to ask the question. I saw a lot of belly aching about this, so explain it to me. Nashville was a very good team.
Yes.
Southern Illinois, they go up and they face somebody, Chicago something. Nashville couldn't have. What is it? Chicago Orr. How does Nashville High School, with 400 some students, get in the same class as Chicago Orr?
It's
a public school.
It's enrollment.
It's enrollment, yeah.
Is it a public school?
I believe Orr is a public school,
know.
yeah.
How do they only have 480 students or 500 students?
When you get on the IHSA website and look at member schools, Chicago being the first name goes on forever. There are a ton of high schools in Chicago.
There are probably at least 500.
Oh, there's a bunch of them.
So is there really a chance, given the class system that is in, that Fairfield won 32 games and they ran into a good team at the sectionals, okay, and so that was the end of the season. But let's say they would have pulled that out and they would have got Nashville, and let's say they would have got Nashville, they would have beat Nashville. Now they're in the state, they're in the finals. Yeah. Is that where it is?
Yeah,
that's where you end up.
Final Four.
Do they ever have a chance once they get to the Final Four, given that you're going to run into Chicago Smith, Chicago Taylor, or? No, I'm saying is this class system fair?
Well, there's 4 classes.
Well,
I mean,
the class
we can all
system
remember
is
when there was
fair.
one class.
Yeah,
right.
The class system is fair. What is not fair is the fact that the Chicago Public League, you can say if you live in X location on the east side of Chicago,
okay,
and you decide you want to go to
Chicago
Y school, Chicago Y on the northwest side,
because they may offer a class that your school doesn't offer.
You can move there,
or because you want to play for that coach. You can pick and choose where you go.
So
to
wherever
school.
in Chicago, you're inside the Chicago city limits,
or at
and
least
you live on the
that's how I
south side.
understand how it
you
works.
can take it. Well, then you can recruit if you can go north.
No.
But
But say
understand
all
this.
of your friends from the neighborhood, and you went to junior high together,
right?
And you won, 3 state championships in junior high,
right?
And then when you get to high school, because of districting, you're moved all over the place. Chicago, from what I understand, allows you to pick what high school you want to go to.
That's not fair.
It's always before.
And see, that's the unfairness.
I know one thing in
there.
football, everyone complained about the private schools.
Oh, yeah.
Dominating. Well, to address that, they bumped them a class. If your enrollment was 3A, you played in 4A.
Well, you look at Chicago North Lawndale. 5 years ago, they were in 1A. Now they're 3A because, every time you win a state championship, you get bumped up. Effingham St. Anthony won the 1A state championship a couple years ago. They're now 2A.
So all I'm trying to say is,
how is that fair?
Nashville was a great team that apparently didn't have a prayer at state, by virtue of the fact that they ran into a Chicago buzzsaw that unfairly can recruit. Because Nashville, that's just those kids that live in Nashville.
Right.
And it's a totally different style of basketball.
Yeah, completely.
I mean, it's street ball, and they do it well.
I'm an advocate for Southern Illinois, always have been, always lived in Southern Illinois, and that bothered me. When I saw that score, that championship game, what happened in Nashville.
And it was 20 points,
Amazing.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
take a break. We'll be right back.
We got trivia coming up.
There's a new O'Reilly Auto Parts store in Fairfield on West Main Street next to Clay City Banking Company. Stop by during the grand opening celebration going on now through March 26th and receive 50% off on select items. And if you haven't already, join the O-Rewards loyalty program and get double points on all grand opening sale items. You'll receive a $5 reward for every 150 points you earn on everything from replacement parts to tools and accessories. For more than 60 years, O'Reilly Auto Parts has helped you find the parts you need at everyday low prices, all with the great service you deserve from the professional parts people. Head over to the new O'Reilly Auto Parts store on West Main Street in Fairfield during the grand opening celebration. O'Reilly Auto Parts, better prices every day.
Hi, welcome to the Subway 7 for 7 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
Okay, let's have a round of applause.
Thanks, Johnny. Our contestants are playing for the 7 for 7 menu. They'll choose one of 7 different 6-inch subs, including favorites like the Italian BMT and Black Forest ham, plus get chips and a 21-ounce drink, all for $7. What a deal! Subway, make it what you want. Let's play!
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Black's Fashion Flowers in downtown Fairfield can make any occasion more special with custom-designed floral arrangements and gift items. Check out their selection of Southern Illinois-made Ravenswood Hollow soaps and lotions, Fannie Mae candies, Southern Sisters gourmet food items, and clean-burning soy candles. Black's also has a wide selection of sympathy items. Plus, they're your home for tuxedo rentals from Jim's Formal Wear. Give them a call at 847-7076 or stop in at 310 East Main. Black's Fashion Flowers, your florist with a personal touch, across from the courthouse in downtown Fairfield.
Hi folks, this is Sandy at Gale Sales and Service. Here in Southern Illinois, we are on the verge of spring. Woohoo! To move out the old and bring in the new, we are having a sale on some of our discontinued items. There are dishwashers, ranges, side-by-side, and top-mount refrigerators and dehumidifiers on the list with up to 20% off. Come in soon and check on these sale items to receive some excellent values. That's Gale Sales and Service at 1605 West Main in Fairfield. Check them out on our website at gilesales.com.
Time to check that Fairfield area weather forecast. Scattered showers today, high 70, 90% chance for showers tonight, low 58. Partly cloudy, windy, 70 tomorrow for Friday. Cloudy skies, high 42. Sunny and 48 on Saturday, and for Sunday, partly cloudy with a high of 50. Overnight low was 47, yesterday's high 52. Currently, humidity is at 64%, winds from the east-northeast at 5 miles an hour, and the pressure at 29.98. Partly sunny skies right now. We've got 48 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. And radar weather looking very good as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois at this hour in terms of precipitation.
This is the show about nothing. Morning Coffee, streaming on YouTube and live on the station. Listen to, not just heard, WFIW.
Morning Coffee brought to you by TTT Designs in Fairfield. They can bring your design to life. Need the perfect banner for your business or party? Visit them on Facebook or call 516-7206. Let TTT design and print the message you want to share.
I want to remind you about the Liars Banquet. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Only $25 a ticket. Oh, my, chops and chicken, potatoes and vegetables. That's coming up on March the 22nd. Next Friday. I will be one of the so-called liars with a group of other accomplished liars, and we'll all be telling our yarns at the First Christian Church. And it's going to be, if you need tickets, either get a hold of me.
Lying in a church. What does this world come to?
Well, I might not lie. I might be telling the truth, you see.
That's true.
You have to guess whether I'm lying.
Do you win anything if you guess correctly?
You get chicken and pork and
To tell
potatoes.
the truth. Remember that show?
Yes.
Yes. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
All right, so you got some trivia for us, my friend.
I do. 60s trivia.
60s trivia.
You all remember
I lived
this.
in.
You remember the 60s?
You didn't, did you? You were a little guy.
I was remember part of the 60s.
All right.
All right. Who was the first African-American named Supreme Court Justice in 1967?
Okay, hold on. I know this.
Thurgood Marshall.
Yes.
Correct.
Excellent. Well done.
Israeli forces defeated Arab forces in this extremely short but decisive war that took place in June 1967. What is the name of that war?
Was it the 3-day?
7 days war.
7-day war? What is it?
It's somewhere in the middle.
Six.
The
The 6-day war.
6-day war.
Okay.
What was the name of the conflict in 1961 in which CIA-trained forces tried but failed to invade Cuba and overthrew Fidel Castro?
That would be, and I'm waiting
Bay
for
of
a second.
Pigs?
Yes, it is.
Correct.
Yes. You're fast on the draw.
All right. What new type of telephone was invented in 1963?
63, a new type of telephone. Well, that would probably be a cell phone, but that would really be early for cell phone, wouldn't it?
I'm thinking the push-button phone.
Touch tone.
Touch
Correct.
tone.
Do you still remember the?
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it was still pretty obvious.
I remember
the rotary
going
dial.
to my grandmother's house
Right.
when I was younger. She was on a party line.
Yes. So were mine.
Yeah.
She didn't have indoor plumbing either. She lived out in the
Yep.
out
And the
in
big
boonies.
problem was you could hear people breathing.
Yeah.
On the
they
party
were
line.
listening
They were
in.
listening.
I don't have a TV. I'm just going to listen in on other people's personal
That's right.
conversations.
My grandpa and grandma had an outside privy. And you knew if you stayed all night there, you get all tucked into bed, it was wintertime, guess what you'd have to do? I mean, immediately.
So give me a pan.
Yep. Okay. Which film won the Oscar for Best Picture in 1960?
Boy, that'd be real early in my life. 3 years
Man.
old, 1960, and it would be the Oscar. Can you give us a hint? Just being broad.
Can use it in a sentence.
No, that's not.
Above your flower shop is
An apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, very good. Good answer. The Apartment.
The Apartment? I don't even know what that is.
I never did heard of it either.
Oh, yeah.
You guys were on a roll, so I had to stop
All
that.
right, fine. Thank
All
you.
right. Which actor won the Oscar for Best Actor for his role in the 1962 film To Kill a Mockingbird?
That would be. I can see
Jimmy
him.
Stewart?
No, it was.
Rock Hudson?
No.
No, Scout or Jim. It wasn't.
Who is it? He's yelling.
Correct.
That's right. Gregory Peck.
Okay.
Good
All
job.
right.
The Peanut Gallery got it.
Yep.
Who played the role of Norman Bates in the 1960 horror movie Psycho?
Oh, man, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
All right, Peanut Gallery. Nothing coming from
Norman
nothing but
Bates.
silence there.
Anthony Perkins.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anthony Perkins.
Yes.
Okay.
Who landed at 17 Cherry Tree Lane in a well-known Walt Disney movie from 1964?
Okay, I got a pretty good idea on this.
17 Cherry Lane?
Yes, landed is the key
Yeah.
word. Mary Poppins.
Correct.
Okay.
Easy Rider starred Peter Fonda, Jack Nicholson, and Dennis Hopper.
Yes.
Which one directed the movie?
I'm going to say Dennis Hopper did.
You are correct.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
That
Dennis
was
Hopper.
that was the first time they used the term heavy metal.
It was in a Steppenwolf song.
Yep.
That's the first time, and that
Yep.
was in that movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
was kind of the theme song.
Yep.
So I mean, that's the first time we
Get your
heard
motor running,
"Dead Out on the Highway,"
looking for adventure.
and whatever comes our way. We can do this all day. All right.
You guys done singing?
Yeah, we are. Trust
weren't
me.
singing.
We weren't singing.
In which year did the Woodstock Festival take place?
I want to say, you have a year in your mind?
I do.
Well, then, let's say at the same time.
69.
67.
69. I was getting ready to have it again.
At the same, or close to the same place.
I don't know.
I think there's an issue there about. I
Is
think
country, are Country Joe and the Fish going to perform?
Well, I
again?
don't know. Canned Heat?
Yeah.
Oh, are they going? They're going up the country.
Yep.
All right. Which product did Procter & Gamble launch in 1966 that revolutionized baby care?
I would think that was disposable diapers.
Mm-hmm.
How about
That's what I would think too.
All right, I'm going to give you that one. It's Pampers.
disposable
Okay.
diapers?
Disposable diapers, yeah.
By the way, I just got this bulletin. Our time and temperature at FMB went down a month ago. We finally have the new system up and going. There you go.
Hallelujah.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Things are looking up in Fairfield.
Okay. Go
All
ahead.
right. This bluesy rock singer was discovered at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967. I hesitate to do this, but
Say that again.
her initial, okay.
Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
Oh, JJ.
Her initials are JJ.
That would make it easy.
Yeah.
British fashion designer Mary Quant, invented a daring
miniskirt.
Hey. Good. Look at this. Correct.
Hey, you need to turn that paper back the other way. I mean,
I
my
didn't
goodness.
see that.
Come
when
on.
he said daring, I knew exactly what it was.
Okay.
I thought it was Darling for a second. What 60s
Well, it is
artist,
Darling for
what
as I'm
60s
concerned.
artist was famous for his renderings of everyday objects such as soup cans?
Andy Warhol.
Correct.
You are on fire.
In Fuego.
What
friend.
68 movie co-starred a computer named Hal?
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Correct.
Goodness gracious.
What famous actor starred in Lilies of the Field and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
I'm
Sidney
going
Poitier.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I was going to do that.
What type of airplane appears in Doctor Strangelove?
But stop it just a second. Who else was in Guess Who Comes to Dinner?
Spencer Tracy.
Yes, and
Oh, gosh.
Katharine Hepburn, wasn't it?
I don't think it was Katharine Hepburn.
I don't think she was in
Was
it.
it?
I thought that was his wife.
Well, I think yeah, I think you're right.
I think that was
I
Spencer
think you're
Tracy's
right.
wife.
Yep.
Okay, anyway, I'm sorry.
What type of airplane appears in Doctor Strangelove?
It's a bomber, a jet bomber, isn't it?
Yeah.
The XI.
I'm going to give you that one just for the.
Yes,
It's a Boeing B-52. Who piloted the plane?
That plane.
Chuck Yeager.
Nope.
Oh.
No, in the movie you're talking
Yeah,
about.
in the movie. Wore
Oh.
a cowboy hat. Who was it?
Oh, you're talking about Rip Torn?
Nope.
Slim Pickens.
Yes.
Yes. Rip Torn.
Who was in my favorite movie of all time,
Blazing Saddles.
Yes. That's the one, though. Dr. Zhivago's what you're...
Dr. Strangelove.
Dr. Strangelove, yeah.
Which is the one that he rides the A-bomb
That's
down
it.
Yeah.
with
That's
his
it.
cowboy
Yep.
hat.
That's
Okay.
Slim.
And he's going.
Yep. Slim Pickens. What a great actor.
Yes, he was.
All right. What iconic anti-war novel did Joseph Heller publish in 1961?
Anti-war novel.
Joseph Heller.
You know Joe, don't you?
No.
He's been down around Bungie.
No.
All right, no.
Catch 22.
Oh, okay.
Yes. One more?
One more?
One more. You
Final
got one more?
All right.
Is this your final question?
This is it.
Yes.
What was the name of Butch Cassidy's gang in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
No idea. You know it?
Man.
I got you.
Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
All right. Give it to us.
Get Along Gang or something like that?
Hole in the Wall Gang.
Hole in the Wall Gang, okay.
Good guess, Mark.
KO Wednesday comes to an end. Thank you, Ken Odie. I think
Always a
Gaylord
pleasure.
Taylor is here tomorrow. That should be interesting.
Who was it?
Gaylord Taylor.
All
You'll get to
right.
meet him.
You can talk about some basketball with him.
Think so?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Thank you.
It's what you've been looking for. WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois, and WFIWradio.com, the news leader in southeastern Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City. Visit Boyd Mattress Center and take a rest test. 20 models on display. 895-3000.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The black boxes from the Ethiopian Airlines jet that crashed Sunday will be sent somewhere in Europe for analysis. Work to identify remains of the 157 people killed has not started yet.
The airline's CEO saying Boeing should ground the plane model involved, the 737 MAX 8, until it's established that it's safe. Authorities in Europe and Asia have already issued bans